All right, are we going to have a basketball season this year, Dwyane? What's going on?
Well, if it was up to me, we'd be getting ready for training camp. But that's not the case. But, obviously, it's very unfortunate that, we have to go through this. This is the business side of the game. But the biggest thing, and we want all our fans to know, is that we're locked out. We're not on strike as players. We want to be playing. It's just, it's just not happening right now. But hopefully we can eventually get there to where the owners and the players are both happy, come together for a common goal and understand that this is all about the game of basketball. This is about growing the game. How do we do that? So eventually, hopefully we get to that.
Dwyane, Skip Bayless here. I've said many times on the air, I think you're the best player in the NBA. You're my favorite to watch. So on a scale of 1 to a trillion, how great are you?
Well, I got to personally thank you for all your kind things that you've said about me over the years. I do watch and I am a fan from afar, so I appreciate it. I'm as good as you want me to be, Skip.
Well, that's a trillion now.
Yeah, you're a trillion, except in Game 2 of the finals, Dwyane, and I got to ask you, I felt like you let me and your fans down a little bit. Flashpoint moment. You make that three to go up 15 with about 6.5 minutes left. You held the pose for a second. LeBron came over and looked like he wanted to celebrate. You looked like you didn't. Do you look back at that moment and regret what happened from there on?
No, not at all, Skip. I'm an athlete, just like many athletes, who enjoy playing this game. And, not only just in basketball, football, other sports, you see guys celebrate, get excited, emotional about the game of basketball, about a great play, about a dunk, about a shot. So if that three-point shot was the reason that Dallas won the championship, it'd be a lot of champions in this world today, but it's not. It wasn't about that shot. We had a breakdown. We had a mental breakdown after that we shouldn't have, but we did, and hopefully we'll grow from there. So I don't regret it at all. I'm going to enjoy playing this game of basketball as long as, God gives me the ability to play it. And having fun is a part of that, especially on that stage at that moment. It's just that emotion coming out. And it was not about showing up other team. If I'd have hit it by the Miami bench, I'd have did the same thing. We let the game go.
Do you feel like you started to defer to LeBron too much down the stretch, you being the team's closer?
Well, I think I can go back and I can nitpick at a lot of things that I did or I didn't do. I think LeBron could do the same. I believe Chris can do the same. I think we all defer to each other at times. Obviously when you own a team and you're the main guy, you don't have to think about, deferring or things that, we have to think about. So that's something that we have to work out and deal with. That's something that we decided when we come together that was going to be something that we had to deal with, and we have to work it out amongst each other. So it'll be times where in the closing that I will be aggressive. It'll be times where LeBron will. It'll be times where Chris will. So as much as everyone wants to say that, Dwyane should have this or Chris should have this or LeBron should do this, we're a team. We're going to make sure that we put ourselves in the best position to win. It's not always going to happen. But we put ourselves in the best position, and we live with the consequence together.
Okay, big picture. Have I been too tough on LeBron?
That would be a capital Y-E-S.
Because?
You know what? Just like I said about Charles Barkley, first of all, we as athletes, we respect you guys' opinions. I respect the things that you say about the game of basketball because over the years I have seen that you do have knowledge. So when someone has knowledge on the sport, you take the criticism that they bring. I just think you might give him a little too much criticism when the guy is a great player, and eventually, he's going to be a champion, and someone's going to find something else to say about him. But you're very hard on him, but I'm sure he appreciates it. He gets a little
Dwyane,
laughter out of it.
How do you explain how LeBron froze up in the finals in the fourth quarters?
Well, I just feel like he didn't have the finals that he wanted to have, and obviously the finals that we needed him to have. But you can say that about a lot of. I didn't have the Eastern Conference finals that that my team needed me to have. That's why you have teammates. So LeBron, no matter what he does on the basketball court, if he goes out and get a triple-double, but he scores 9, 10 points, and he doesn't get 30, 30, 30, and 30, or whatever it may be, it's going to be something said about him. And the one thing I've learned about being around, you know what? He really don't care. He goes out and he tries to play a team game. He tries to play the game that the coach put out in front of him to do, and he's done a good job of that.
Hey, Dwyane, we had Chris Bosh on a couple of weeks ago, and you had mentioned earlier that you had no regrets about the celebration in Game 2 after the 3. We asked Chris if he regretted the preseason celebration, the celebration to announce the 3 of you guys coming together. If there was one single event that really put the target on you guys, not that it wasn't already going to be there, but that was the thing that really started driving the public outcry against the Heat. Do you regret that preseason celebration, and if you had to do it all over again, would you?
If I had to do it all over again, I would absolutely do it again. And the reason I would do it again, first of all, that had nothing to do with everybody going to want to beat us. That had nothing to do with people not liking the fact that players controlled their destiny. That had nothing to do with that. For us, what it was about the Miami community. What it's about, a lot of people think of palm trees, you think of South Beach. Miami is not about that, just that. Miami is a very poor community as well, and it was about uplifting of our community. If we, as players, can come together and have a celebration for the Miami fans, and they feel a certain way about it, if us coming together can help the financial part of Miami, a lot of businesses went up and risen from us coming together. If that all can happen, we can celebrate that, then we're going to do it. Now, maybe take the cameras out and leave it just about Miami, but we would do a celebration all over again.
Listen, Dwyane, before we let you go, I want to offer a little bit of an olive branch to LeBron James and to you as well, because Skip has been very critical. Chad Ochocinco started this, and it's become all the rage. I'm holding it. I know you can't see it, but I'm holding a T-shirt now. It's a black T-shirt with white lettering and a red heart. It says, "I love @RealSkipBayless." That is Skip's Twitter handle, and Ocho has worn it. Darnell Dockett lost a bet to Skip, so he wore it. I have 2 of them here, and we want to send them to you. I know you guys are always looking for workout gear. We want you to take one, and we also, as I said, an olive branch to LeBron James. Give one to your buddy LeBron for Skip Bayless. If he chooses to set it on fire, that's fine. If he wants to wear it, that's fine too. Will you do that if we send it to you?
Send it to me, and we'll do something very creative with it.
I know you will. I know you will.
That's a deal, Dwyane.
That's the deal.
All right.
I'm a man of my word, Skip.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So am I.
We await now, because I'm sure they will come up with something very creative and very good. And by the way, you're always welcome, as is LeBron, to come up to the ESPN campus and sit across from Skip for an entire show. If you can't come here, we will come to you in Miami, wherever you want to do it. We'd love to have either you or LeBron on the show, as Chris came on a couple of weeks ago.
We'd love to have both of you together, Dwyane.
Well, in between my Medis and Petties, then I'll see if I can fit it in.
I knew that was coming. You set yourself up for that with that tweet, Dwyane. You can't tweet about that.
All good. All
Dwyane,
good. I've been doing it for a long time.
Dwyane, listen, keep doing what you're doing. It's working. Thanks for coming on, and good luck to you and the Heat if and when we get this season going.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay and Skip. I appreciate it. And hopefully we can sit across from the table one day.
Great.